They see I'm doing better. Went straight to the top like a fitted. Still got some act in the frigid. Pull, let count on these riches. I still running back to the city. I told you that phone already.
One.
Snakes in the grass, so they harder to see. My brother would give up his life to the O. He told me he'd go be a martyr for me. Said that she ready to corner the 6. I hit up Pauline, the charter the P. Ain't really leave, but I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm riding around in Atlanta with Sam, cause that nigga been going harder than me. Nothing to change, I'm just harder to please. Ferrari is making
All right, everybody, how y'all doing today? It's your boy Big Scare in the cut. I got a guest star with me today. I got my boy Tim D, and he came to be on the guest star on my show. How you doing, bro? Today? How you doing, big bro?
Man, I'm chilling, man. Good, man. Can't complain. And if I did, nobody would listen. So
I feel that all the way, bro. You know, people don't understand people's circumstances until you really be in their shoes. You know, I don't speak on other people's experiences. I be telling you I can only speak on my experience, what I experienced. You know.
makes sense. Makes sense. How you doing though? You all right?
Oh, I'm blessed, highly favored, bro. Always. Life be life for so long, but you know, you learn how to deal and work with it. Big facts.
Facts.
Big facts, bro. So y'all, we on the verge of he introducing to our way of thinking for our podcast, and on the subject of things that we got going on our thoughts. The topic today is going to be let me see how I word this in the right way. Everybody feel me? Okay. So wants versus priorities. So you know, a lot of people don't know the difference between their wants and their priorities. Just the same with their wants and their needs. So you know, we here to break it down a little bit of wants versus priorities. So, starting off, Tim, what were some priorities that you had to take care of to be able to gain the wants that you needed?
Um, Priorities to get the ones that I needed. Well, shit. First off, I had to get a job.
Big
um,
facts.
you know what I'm talking about. So if you want the flashy things in life, like I did at one point in my time, I had to make sure I was able to afford it. So I got a job. Um, Priority was learning how to save to get the things that I wanted, and then pretty much being like financially smart or financially educated to be able to, like, when I finally got the things that I wanted, how am I supposed to get them? Like, for example, like if I needed a TV and I
Like
wanted
a
an
sofa
Xbox
or
or
a
something like
bed.
that. Like, what would be the smart purchase first compared to the next? Like, you know what I'm saying? So being financially intelligent, um, pretty much it. I mean, it depends. Like, it depends on what you really want as a want, I would say. So, like, if you want a good relationship, if that's something that you want, your priorities need to be fixing yourself, making sure that you're able to even date, um, and I mean other stuff like that.
Okay, I feel that. So how do you feel when it comes to prioritizing when you went through school? What were some good
Say
skills
again?
that I said? What were some good priority skills that you used during school when you was in college to help you master and get your degree?
All right, so I'm still in college now, but one of the main things I used to get my first degree was prioritizing my time and still making sure that I have time for myself. A lot of college students go into college and it's like school, 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 school. If they pledge their organization, school, school, school. If they don't pledge and they don't have a financial, like they're not financially stable with their parents, then it's work, school, work, school, work, school, work, school. And they never really make time for themselves. So one of the main things that I make sure I wanted to do was prioritize my downtime, time to have to myself, and not be worried about school or my organization or my job or anything of that nature. So
Okay. And that's some good advice to give, for y'all future college students, the ones that's going to school, college was hard for me too, I had to learn how to prioritize, and unfortunately, due to grown circumstances, I had to raise my family, unfortunately, but I do plan on going back to finish getting my degree though. I want my communications degree. So, priorities versus wants. So, I'll speak on this too. So I say, like, I notice a lot of days in our generation. I notice, especially because of social media, sometimes we don't like to prioritize certain things versus when you're supposed to have it, when you're not supposed to have it. So I was telling people, like, I tell people a lot of our people in our culture don't have life insurance, and I was telling, like, so I told him, you paid $300 to $2,000 for a Michael Kors purse or a Birkin purse, but you telling me you can't pay for a $20,000 policy that costs you $15, and I be trying to tell him, like, bro, you do know that it costs to be unalive, right? And I told him, and then I told him it's financial burden that you're leaving on your family. And I told him, I don't want to leave. I have 5 policies. I refuse to leave financial burden on my family because I want to make sure my family is secure and taken care of, so that way they don't have to worry about none of that. So I was speaking on that, like, and then a lot of us prioritize. I said, you're prioritizing Jordans, and there's nothing wrong with getting what you want. But I said, but why not put your money up in investments? Why not gain an extra side income? Why just depend on one source of income? And I told him, like, I told people I can show you how to work the stock market. It's really not hard. You just gotta know when you put your money in, do your research and go on websites and learn what you want to put your money in. Because I told him I'm still learning how to work Bitcoin. And I told him I stopped buying a lot of stuff because I was like, I'm making Nike rich. I said, Nike, I'm trying to be rich like Nike. You know what I'm saying? Like, putting all my money into buying Air Maxes, all this stuff, and I was like, I'm spending almost $200 on shoes. I said that $200 could have went into a stock and gained even more money. Then I could have bought it later on in life. But I had to learn to change my prerogative and my priorities for what come first. My first is trying to get this money first so I can be situated in life. So when I'm settled, I want to worry about nothing. You know what I'm saying? So how do you feel about that?
That makes sense, especially when you were talking about life insurance, because, I'm talking about, like, one of my favorite comedians, TK, he'd be like, people out here gang banging with no life insurance. Like, you doing all this stuff, but you ain't got the main thing that you need to set your family up for the life that you're living, right? So I always thought, like, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't have life insurance before that, but I went and got life insurance then. But I mean, I'm not a gangbanger, so that was, but it would just put things in perspective. Like, you never know what's gonna happen. So
yeah, because tomorrow is definitely not promised to you. You never know. I said tomorrow is not promised to you.
I can't even hear you, brother.
I said tomorrow is definitely not promised to you.
Oh, it's not. It's not at all. So, shoot, the next hour not promised. You know what I mean? So we be planning, like, for stuff that what we gonna eat for lunch, and you may not even make it to lunch. So, like, you never know when it's your time to go. You never know when God gonna call you home. And so you just gotta make sure that everything in your life is set up. But that doesn't mean that you have to work hard or do anything. Like, still enjoy the fruits of your labor.
Right.
But make sure everything is set up.
Right. And I agree, because I spoke on this yesterday with my cousin on my episode yesterday that I'm gonna edit. I tell people, to have priorities. I say knowledge is power, bro. And he said, wait. I said, I'm gonna say it again. Knowledge is power. You have to have knowledge in order to be able to set up your priorities to get your goals in line to where you need to be. So I told people, for instance, when I handle, like, this life insurance test I'm studying for, since I got new work days coming up and new off days, I'm gonna hit it hard on my 4 off days and really study for my test. So when I get my license, I make sure that I'm properly secure. I have the time to study and make sure that I focus on what I need to focus on. And then I told him step 2 is I'm gonna make sure I write down the answers I got incorrected to make sure that I study them in my weak areas, because a lot of us focus on what we're strong at instead of what we're weak at.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me on that?
I do. I mean, nobody wants to work on their weaknesses because they don't feel like they're actually weaknesses. So they think that, oh, I'm just not as strong in this certain aspect of my life, or well, since I'm so good at this, let me just focus on this and not really focus on the other things. So yeah, so like it definitely makes sense.
Yep, and I had to learn. I had to learn growing up, bro. Like, as a black man in the world, bro, I learned we go through a lot, bro. I'd be like, God damn, bro. I'd be like, you gotta really go out there and get it. And I told, depending on your circumstances, how you grew up or where you grew up from, I told you I'm ghetto suburban. So they said what they mean. I said I grew up in the hood to an extent, but I grew up in the suburbs. So I told them I have street knowledge, but I got common sense too, and I got book smarts. So I try to use that to my advantage because, I was telling people, like, when I used to want stuff, I used to watch people, have all this stuff, and I'd be like the nice Cadillacs and like this, like that. But I didn't look into the backstory of like what priority I had to do to gain all that. And I'm teaching my sister still to this day, and she's 24. Like, the world don't hand you nothing. Like, you really gotta grind and go get it. And you gotta set yourself some goals and some priorities to get to where you need to be to get what you want.
No, for real.
A lot of these business owners, they didn't give up. They set their priorities, and this is what they was gonna focus on. Because when you do a business, it's a gamble. You gambling that it flourish. Just like I told you when you put money in the casino, you gambling that you make double your money. So when you do a business, you're gambling that it flourishes.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong at all.
It's real, bro. And then now you got to sit back and watch how the world going too. Like, I tell people, like, that's why I told my priorities to get the second job. And while making money at my job, working OT, I could be making more money, while I'm making money. Because, I tell you, information is real, bro. I went to the grocery store. Like I said, yes, I went to the grocery store, bro, bought damn near 5 items. That shit almost $100. I said, what the fuck did I buy?
What did you buy?
I don't even know, bro. It was miscellaneous shit. I was like, I said, bro, damn. I remember, bro, when you go to the grocery store, bro, I remember at one point during that, when they was having that chicken flu, bro, or claiming it was chicken flu, bro, eggs was $20 for a 36 count of eggs. $20. You know how wild it is? $20 for some eggs. I said, what I said, damn, I might as well go raise my own.
No, for real. I was talking to somebody on TikTok Live. I think you may have been there. But hold on, I'll be there. Yeah, she said because the eggs were so expensive during like COVID, like she went and got her some chicken and raised them, and now she got some free range chicken that she get like 6. She got like 20 chickens. She get like 6 to 8 eggs a week.
Yeah,
I mean 6 to 8 eggs a day from each chicken.
They saving you money, like big talk.
No, for real.
And to end this part 1 segment of priorities versus wants, we're gonna be bringing y'all a part 2. We're gonna be coming real soon with it. And boy, I gotta take an intermission for a little while, but y'all be easy.
I appreciate it.
All right, appreciate it.
Sorry about that.
No, you good. We gonna do another one.
All right.
All right. Okay, pause, bro. To hold that thought, we're gonna be streaming y'all part 2, y'all. It's gonna be coming real soon. You got your boy Big Skr representing the 409 Our Way of Thinking podcast. We love y'all. Subscribe, answer us. If you got any questions, answers, let us know. We always willing to answer to our fans. Y'all have a good one. Have a blessed day. We out, y'all.